Hey, what up guys, this is Nakul again from Tech Boy, back with the honest review video of the new Huawei Honor 4X. So let's start this review. So as usual, I'm gonna be telling the pros and cons about this phone, basically what a normal user would like and dislike in this phone. And this video is going to be based on the specification of the device, the interface, and my user experience for it. Plus I also wanna tell you that this video is going to be time coded, so if there's anything you wanna know about specifically like camera, battery or anything, just look in the description, click on that time and it will directly jump the video to that point. So now let's start the review guys, and the first thing that I like about this phone is how it feels and looks in the hand. It has this plastic back which is black colored but it's textured as you can see. So it looks really nice and premium in the hand, and this camera area is colored in bronze. So looks really nice. The phone is not too heavy and not too light, and it feels really nice to hold. Obviously it's a big phone, has 5.5 inches of display, but it's nice. And these side buttons, especially the power button, it's a bit raised from the actual side panel as you can see. So it's really nice. The feedback it gives is really nice. It's not too hard and not too soft, and you won't miss any click no matter what. Even the volume buttons are very soft and they are just accurate, I would say. The second thing that I like about this phone is the shortcuts on the lock screen. If you just slide up, here we go, you have the recorder, calculator, your flash or torch as you can say, and the camera. So it's really nice. You can get these shortcuts on any lock screen like the swipe or the pattern or the pin code. So this is really nice. Now moving on to the third thing that I like about this phone is that you can shake your phone and it will change your wallpaper just like this. Here we go, as you can see it's a really dark wallpaper, but let's shake it again. Here we go. So that's a pretty nice feature. So moving on to the fourth thing that I like about this phone is the UI of the device, the whole user interface. It's really nice, from notifications to the option of customization it offers. It's really cool. The whole look and the features are really new and fresh. So now I'll give you sort of a tour of this whole UI, so let's go. So let's start the tour with the notification tray guys. And here we go, you're gonna get your notification right over here as you can see. And if you can notice, the whole area looks a bit different and new than usual. You're gonna get your notification like this, as I'm already getting consumption reminder. WhatsApp is consuming power in the background it says, and you will gonna get your time also right over here, so that you can see which notification arrived when at what time. And the cleaning button is right at the bottom. So I think it's pretty convenient that it's not on top and you don't have to go all the way to the top to clean it. You can just press right over here and it will go. Plus you also have these shortcuts. This is your notification and this is your shortcuts. So you have all these shortcuts and you can expand it even. Here we go. So this is really nice and really convenient guys, trust me on this. And moving on to the other features now, if you're gonna press on the screen, the first thing is the wallpaper. And this is the shake to change I was talking about. Shake the phone to change your wallpaper. Then you have random change. If you turn it on, the phone will randomly change the wallpapers by itself. So this is pretty nice and new. And then you have your widgets and then your transition effects of the screen changing. As you can see, you have bunch of them. Here we go. So this is how your screen gonna flip or rotate if you wanna choose any transition effect. So this is pretty nice. And then you have layout. You can select the 4x5 grid or 4x4 grid. So bunch of options right over here. And then if you jump in the settings, you have more options. Like if we go in home screen style, as you can see this is the standard, and then you can have this style also, which is simple. So again, really nice. And then you have display. In display you have color temperature. If we go right over here, as you can see this is on default, but you can surely see the difference now. So again, really nice feature. And after that you have the power saving feature right over here. You have these 3 modes out of which you can choose, so that's a nice feature again. And up next you have the do not disturb option. After that you have the notification manager. In here you can choose from which app you can receive the notification or not. As you can see, it says restricted 0 apps from sending push messages to the notification panel. So this is something nice again. And up next we have the protected apps. Here we go. In here you can choose the apps which you want to keep running in the background after you turn off the screen. As you can read right over here, allow 8 apps to keep running after the screen is turned off. So this is pretty cool. Now this is something we have to do manually, as in we have to install a software from Play Store to customize these sort of things, but in this phone you get this inside the phone itself. So again, pretty cool feature. And now next we have the networked apps right over here. This is something pretty cool. In here you can customize that which app should use Wi-Fi or mobile data or both or either of them. For example, this is the Facebook. If I click right over here, mobile data, now the Facebook app cannot use the mobile data. It will only access the Wi-Fi. So this is really nice feature, guys. I mean, I really liked it. And the next thing is the motion control. This is also something really nice. As you can see, you have option of flip to mute, shake to rearrange, cover the screen to turn it off, double touch to turn it on, draw a letter to open corresponding app. So this is pretty great. If I just do this, as you can see, the screen is turned on. Double click and it will wake up, and just cover the phone again and it will turn off. Oops, here we go. Turn on, turn off. So this is really nice, guys. And then we have more, which is also something really nice. In here you have one hand UI. If I turn it on, the dialer will go to one side. Here we go. As you can see, you can change the direction. So this is also something really nice, I would say. Let's go back in the settings. So that was the one hand UI, and then you have suspended button, just like the iPhone. You're gonna get this button, and then you have shortcuts like back, home, multitasking lock screen, and I don't know what this was. Okay, so this was to clear all the running apps in the background. So again, a pretty nice thing. This is the same thing just like you get in iPhone or in Lenovo Vibex or sort of phones. Anyways, let's move on. Then you have the smart cover, the flip cover thing, and then you have smart headset control, touch disable mode, prevent mistaken operations being carried out on your phone when it's in your pocket or bag. So again, this is pretty nice. So those were some features that I just showed you. I was talking about that I really liked in this new user interface. They are like nice and fresh, and that was the fourth thing that I like about this phone. Now let's move on to the fifth thing, which is the 2 GB RAM. So the multitasking is really cool and without any problem. If we go in here, you can see the free RAM is around 850, and if we clean all apps, you get around from 1200 to 800 free RAM out of 2 GB. So that's the fifth thing that I like about this phone, 2 GB RAM. So that's it for the good things part, guys. Those were the good things that I like about this phone. Now before I move on to the cons part, the bad things about this phone, let's talk about the camera, because obviously camera has some good things and bad things. That's why I like to keep it in the middle of pros and cons. So let's go ahead and take a look at the camera interface first. So here we go, this is your camera interface, guys. On the top left we have the flash toggle, in the middle we have the front facing camera toggle. Here we have some options like panorama, HDR, audio note, best photo, all focus, watermark, and then we have the settings. Over here we have the resolution, GPS tag, preferred save location, mute, audio control, timer, touch to capture, capture smiles, object tracking, touch and hold shutter button, volume button function, ultra snapshot, ISO, white balance, image adjustments. So you get a lot of options. And now let's move on. Over here we have the beauty mode right over here, as you can see, and this is your shutter key obviously. Over here you have some effects, as you can see, bunch of effects, and oops, and then you have the video mode, and over here in the video mode you again have panorama, HDR, and the same things. Now if you go in the settings, over here we have the full HD video recording option and other resolutions as well. After that we have the preferred save location, GPS tag, mute, volume button function, beauty mode, object tracking. Now if we go in the video start recording, I mean, you have option to toggle flash while you're recording, so that's a great thing. There we go, as you can see. Plus we have touch to focus, You can touch anywhere on the screen to focus the lens. You have option to pause the video, and then you can take the images while you are recording the video. So this interface have all the options I want in a video recording and I expect. So this is pretty good. Plus the video recording quality is also really nice. I had no complaints with it. So again, pretty cool. But now let's talk about the picture quality, which is decent enough, I would say, but pics are a bit soft and they are lacking sharpness and contrast, I would say. And the contrast levels are not as they should be in a normal pics. I mean, the focus and everything is great, but contrast level and the picture is not that vivid as it should be. I mean, obviously you can customize the whole thing and turn up the sharpness and turn up the contrast to make it look better, but on the default settings the pics are a bit softer. Here are some picture samples which you can see now. So as you guys just saw the picture sample, you can see that the focus and everything is good and the pics are also good, but they are kind of a soft than usual. They are lacking the sharpness and contrast level than usual. So that's it for the camera. Now let's move on to the cons part, the bad things about this phone. And I could find only two bad things in this phone, guys. That's right, only two. And the first thing is that I also mentioned in the unboxing video of this phone, that there is no backlight in the capacitive keys. So that's the first thing that I don't like about this phone. And the second thing is that this phone doesn't support USB on the go, means you cannot plug in your pen drive and transfer the data. So these are only the two things that I could find which are bad in this phone. Rest everything is either great or average. That's it. Plus now let's talk about some general stuff like the battery backup, guys. Now the battery backup of this phone is really nice, I would say. You can get around from 18 hours to 24 hours with normal usage with your Wi-Fi and 3G on continuously. I only turned it off only at night, during the night, but in the daytime it was on all the time, and I got around 18 hours, sometimes 18, sometimes 20, and sometimes even more than 24 hours. But without any gaming. I was only using Facebook, calling and WhatsApp, and a bit of browsing on the Chrome. So it was around 18 to 24 hours, which is really nice if you ask me, because the screen is 5.5 inches, plus brightness levels are also really great. So you can even get more or less depending on your usage, but this was the average time. And now let me tell you about the call quality of this phone, guys, which is really great. I would give 9 out of 10 in call quality, because you can hear other person really well, and I didn't face any call drops or anything. So it's really nice. Plus I'm going to show you the calling screen. I would say if I just make a call, as you can see, this interface is really nice, and when the call is being picked or the call has been picked, this thing goes all the way up every minute. So this is pretty cool, but there is no call recording option internally, as you can see, but you do have calendar, hold, and this is the notepad. So the calling screen is also really great, and as you can see, on 30 seconds it will reach the half circle, and when the 1 minute is completed it will go all the way up. So again, a nice user interface of calling area, or the calling screen you can say. So I would rate it 9 out of 10 in the calling. And lastly, let's talk about the performance of this device in day-to-day life. The user interface is really smooth, guys, but yes, it does lag here and there, especially in heavy apps like WhatsApp or YouTube or Facebook. And you can feel the lagginess in WhatsApp even when you're typing. You can see that while you're typing, the alphabets are appearing few microseconds after you touch the screen. So that sometimes gets annoying, but in day-to-day life the performance of this device is really nice. The user interface and everything is really smooth, so I'm pretty happy with this device as my daily device if I have to use it. So again, a really nice device at this price, guys. So that's it for right now, guys. This was the honest review video of the new Huawei Honor 4X. If you like my videos, make sure you give them a thumbs up and share with your friends. Plus, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, put them in the comments down below. Plus, you can also catch me on my Facebook page to know my current and upcoming activities. You can ask me questions over there as well. So the link of that page will be in the description below. Go and like me there as well. And I will see you next time, guys, and do the wise thing. Subscribe to this channel.